Ian, I'm sure you're frustrated that it's a 2-1 defeat in your first outing in a home match. What's your view across 90 minutes?
I felt we started the game poorly. First 10-15 minutes we were a bit sloppy in possession, not up to the tempo of the game. After that I felt we dominated the first half. I felt we were okay. I felt lacking that cutting edge to an extent, which you kind of expect at this time of the season, and then we lose a terrible penalty first minute of the second half, which puts us on the back foot. We do okay, but I felt we were a wee bit wide open and runners coming off us in midfield areas. We get ourselves back into the game with another penalty, and then we lose an absolute criminal second goal that is hard to take.
The work was done in terms of getting us back level, but we quickly kind of gave the advantage back to Queen of the South. Is that one of the things that gives you kind of most concern?
I wouldn't say concern, but it's a lesson. It's certainly a lesson for everybody. Everybody knows when you score, you're most likely to concede a goal because you're a wee bit euphoric, a little bit high-fiving each other and stuff like that. So we need to get the mentality in terms of how quickly the game can change. We've 2 goals in 2 minutes. Our equaliser and their winner. But we should be doing that. We should be much more resilient than that. We should be much more streetwise than that. And that comes from within the dressing room in terms of demanding things from each other. Making sure we're watertight and making sure we're playing percentages for the next 5 minutes to try and get us that second goal to win.
I'm sure yourself and Scott will go away and watch the match footage and kind of reflect on what you've seen. Are there areas that give you particular hope or particular concern at this early stage?
Lots of positives for us and some negatives as well. I don't think there was anything today that we hadn't highlighted between ourselves in the last couple of weeks. Sometimes you need that little kick to make sure you're right and what you're thinking, and you need to get that one early. So the positive is we've taken that early. It's now on myself and Scott to do what we think we need to do to make this team better, and hopefully we will do that and move forward with it.
You said that all of the young players will get game time and they'll have a chance to prove themselves. That was certainly what we've seen tonight. Is you made use of the fullness of the squad. Happy with what you see with the younger guys?
Yeah, they've done fine. They've done really. I really like Aaron Arnott's a really good player. Obviously, Greg Young gets another start. We have to be careful with them and make sure we're giving them game time. I've said it since day dot, young players need game time, be that here or alone somewhere else. But in these games it's about giving them a little bit of exposure. It wasn't the easiest game for them to come onto or come into against a decent Queen of the South side, and you're chasing the game a little bit, but their attitude towards the game is excellent. Of course you've got to try and fine tune the quality at times, but they've got, number one, they've got a good attitude and they're willing to learn, but so we try and get them as many minutes as we can.
Queen of the South come here with a sharpness and an eagerness to play as well. Is it the right fixture at the right time for yourselves in terms of what lessons we can take from it?
Yeah, I think it's good to have that after the Saturday's game. I think you're testing yourself against better opposition, and especially after a good win. It's how do you react to playing okay on Saturday and getting 7 goals and then coming in to a higher level opposition in the midweek and not performing to the levels that we wanted. So it's a wake up call, and sometimes you need that. Pre-season, I've been around it long enough now I've had some great pre-seasons and I've had some shocking pre-seasons, but we need to get up to speed. The League Cup starts in 2 weeks' time, 2 weeks today for us, and we need to be ready for that, because we think teams are going to come here and let us play and sit off us and be nicey, then we've got another thing coming.
Something for us fans to take on board, I'm sure, as well, is they need to keep some perspective, but with 2 weeks before the competitive games start, it does seem quite ominous that it's getting ever closer and still a lot of work to be done.
Yeah, of course, there's a lot of work to be done. The players need to know that. The players need to know the demands and the expectations from the supporters, because, and I'm not going to beat around the bush, I told them in there tonight, but it was just too nice. It's that simple, and nice guys don't win very much, so we need to get a bit of ruthlessness about us. We need to have a little bit of a mean streak, and we need to realise that teams are coming here and they've got nothing to lose and they're not afraid of us, and we need to be better.
Third game in 7 days with Kelty on the horizon as well, so quick turnaround.
Yeah, really busy week for us. So the boys will be in tomorrow to recover. We look forward now to the Kelty game. Again, it's probably going to be a slightly different lineup due to the third game in 7 days. A lot of guys have played a lot of minutes, so we need to look after them. As disappointed as we are and as annoyed as we can be with results, we have to look after the players. So we'll go over that tomorrow again with our workload and see what changes that we have to make for Saturday.
We'll catch up with you before that game.
Yeah.
Cheers, Ian.
Perfect, thank you.